Hi there, this is Jerm from Prositetutorials and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about widgets, which is really an impressive feature from WordPress because with widgets you can add many different options to several sections of your website, such as your sidebar, which is over here, or depending on the theme that you are using, you can also add to your footer and so on. And widgets are, for example, archives or recent posts, so anyone who goes to my website, they can immediately know what were the most recent posts that I wrote, categories, meta, pages. These are all widgets that I added to my sidebar. And you can also do the same to your footer, and this depends on your theme. In this case I'm using minimalist, so if you want to get a really clean looking theme for your website, it's called minimalist, the one I am using. Anyway, it's not just this one that you can add. You can also install several plugins, and some are very useful. So for example, you can add sharing buttons to your sidebar or even to your footer, to Facebook or to Twitter, so people can like your website on those platforms and so on. So there are many different things that you can do with widgets. Anyway, in this video I'm just going to talk more about the basic ones that you have when you actually install WordPress, and those are the ones that I'm going to talk about. So for you to use widgets, you need to go to Appearance, and under Appearance you go to Widgets. Depending on the theme that you have different areas that you can work with. In this case, I have primary sidebar, also a secondary sidebar, which is currently not active, a front page slider, front page, header call to action, after posts, footer, and also a copyright area. But I'm going to talk about the ones that are more common. And it's the primary sidebar, which most themes usually come with, and also your footer section, and how you can work with them. Because if you can work with this too, you can basically work with any other area that you can add widgets depending on the theme that you are using. So primary sidebar is this sidebar that you can see over here. This is my primary sidebar, and currently I have all of these widgets, and once I click on this small arrow that appears over here, you can see that the window expands, and this currently works on real time. That means anything that I change over here immediately affects my website. Also, you can see that it's also organized basically the same way that you can see on my website. You can see archive, recent posts, categories, and so on, and that's exactly the way that it's organized on my website. And for me to change things around, I just need to drag and drop. For example, if I want my archives below my recent posts, I just drag it below. And you can see that it's immediately saved. And once I refresh my website, you will see that my archives went below my recent posts. Also, for you to delete things, it's really easy. You can go to archives, for example. You click on this arrow and you just press delete. Or you can also just drag it out just like this, and also it deletes it. And once I refresh my website, you will see that it deletes those two sections from my sidebar. Really simple. Also, you have different options over here, and you can add more if you actually use plugins. I have this one which is called Social Media Widgets, which is really useful, but it comes with this theme. This allows me to add sharing buttons to my sidebar. Anyway, for you to add different widgets to one of the sections that you want, let's say that I want to add a custom menu. And if you don't know still how to do a custom menu, just click on the link that appears on this video, and you will be taken to another video where I explain in full detail how you can do a custom menu on WordPress. Anyway, you just need to drag it in to the section that you want. Really simple. And you can see that it'll expand and you have different options that you can choose over here. You can add a title. In this case, I'm going to add main menu, and also I'm going to select the menu that I want to use. In this case, it's main menu. I'm just going to save it. As I refresh my website, I will have a main menu appearing on my sidebar. As you can see over here, this is the title that I added, and also I have several links that allows people to navigate through my website more easily. Okay, you have different options that you can see over here. Anyway, you can also add recent comments, and you can choose a title that you want to add. Let's say latest comments. This means that anyone who comments on one of my posts, the comment will appear on my sidebar, and also I can choose the number of comments that I want to appear. In this case, the maximum is 5, but I can choose, let's say, to 3. I currently don't have any comments on my website, so it won't actually appear. Anyway, once I refresh my website, you can see that latest comment appears over here, another section. In this case, I don't have any comments, so I'm just going to delete it. Also, I can go to recent posts, and you can see that over here on recent posts, people can see my latest posts. I can also change the title to, let's say, fresh posts, or actually newly posts. Also change the number of posts that are being displayed, which currently are 4, but I want to 5. And display post date so people can see when I actually wrote the post. Once I refresh my website, you can see that it changed my title, and also I currently have 5 posts being displayed and also the date. And you can see that all of the widgets, once you click, have several options that you can choose. So you just need to check and see more exactly what you can actually do. Let's say that you want to add a calendar to your footer section of your website, which is over here below. Really simple. You go to calendar, that you can see over here, and you simply drag to your footer section, and you can see the name over here saying footer. So I'm just going to drag calendar to my footer section just like this, and you can see that appears over here on my footer section. And I'm just going to put a title, calendar, refresh my website, and now I will have a calendar appearing on my footer section. And this basically works the same way for other sections that you might have on your theme. Also, another widget that you can have is, for example, a test widget. This allows you to add some content that you may want to add, let's say test. You can also add images, even videos over here. So it's really useful. Let's say that I want to add a video from YouTube or something like that. YouTube. I just go to a video that I want. In this case, it's this one. I click on it and I choose copy embed code. And I just go to my test widget and I simply paste this small portion of code. And I save it. And once I refresh my website, I will have a video appearing, which currently is quite big, and I need to change the size to a bit smaller. Let's say pixels by, I'm not sure how this will look like. Anyway, I'm just going to refresh it. And you will see that I can add a small video appearing on my sidebar. You can even add images. Let's say that you want to add an image. You need to get, if you don't know the HTML code, you can go, for example, to a post, add new post. You can go to add media. This is a new post. You can go to add media. You can upload a file from your computer, or you can go from the library that you currently have on your website. You select the image that you want, you insert it into post, and you will get this piece of code. You simply copy this piece of code and you go once again to Widgets. And this window appears, but I'm just going to leave. Anyway, I'm going to Widgets. I choose once again the test over here, the test widget, and I paste this portion of code. And you can see that once I save it, I will have an image appearing on my sidebar, just like this. This is really useful. I mean, you can, for example, do an about or like talk a little about yourself, and you might want to add an image over there, add some tests and so on. And this is the way that you can actually do this. You can also do it for example, you instead of putting over here, you can also put on your footer section just by choosing that section as I showed to you previously. And as you can see, this is how you can use widgets with WordPress. It's very useful. You can add a lot of different functions to your sidebar or to your footer or other sections of your website. So that is all for this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can receive our amazing updates. And you just need to click on the link below from this video that says subscription so you can subscribe to our channel. Also, if you have any comment, just leave it below and I will try to reply as soon as possible. So that is all for now, and stay tuned with Prositetutorials. Bye.